It's part of the Springs Coast Environmental Education Center where Hernando County school kids come to learn about the Springs environment. And you can see the signboard they painted over there to the right. That's got the wingspans of many of the birds of prey we see in the area, including the largest, the American bald eagle. The female bald eagle is usually about 20% larger than the male, and she can have up to an 8-foot wingspan. We have a couple of bald eagles in the park. We have a nesting pair, and I'll definitely be able to show you where the nest is, and hopefully we'll still see them around the nest today. Now looking down into the water, you've probably noticed the gray fish swimming around. There's a lot of them. They swim in schools, and they are called mullet. And they're bottom feeders. They eat the algae off of the eelgrass and the river. And sometimes you'll see mullet jump out of the water. And sometimes it's because they're being chased, but very often it's because they're clearing their gills. Since they're bottom feeders, they sometimes get mud and algae stuck in their gills. And to clear it, ooh, big softshell turtle there. To clear it, mullets will jump out of the water and slap back down, usually several times in a row to clear their gills, and it's sort of like us blowing our nose.
I wonder if that naturally grew.
Over to the left-hand side, we're passing a tree growing right out of the water. And this is a young tree, only about 100 years old. This is a bald cypress tree. Bald cypress are named bald because they do lose their needles in the winter months. Last fall, this was a coppery orange. All the needles fell, and up until about 2 weeks ago, it was still bare. But now it's all nice bright green again for spring. Now that one was 100 years old, but look at this one here to our left right now is about 400 years old. And look at the interesting root system they develop as they get bigger. Their roots will spread out and stick up out of the ground. They call those the cypress knees. That type of root system helps provide stability to the tree since it's growing in very swampy soil, and it will also intertwine its roots with other cypress trees in the area, makes them very stable and helps protect them when you have storms such as hurricanes. A lot of the early settlers harvested the bald cypress because it's very rot-resistant wood until they realized how slow growing it was, and now it's protected. I told you about eagles. I've got one right up there on that tree in front of us to the right. That's one of the adult bald eagles, yeah? That's one of the adult bald eagles, probably George. But if you look in the back of that stand of trees, there's a nest and there's 2 eaglets in there. The eaglets will look all brown because they don't have the white head yet until they're about 2 years old. Those of you on this side will get a good view of the So I see that the adult eagle has the white head and it's on this tree right in the front of us. And then look all the way to the back of the nest and you'll see the eaglets. The eaglets are hanging out right above the nest. Now, bald eagles mate for life, and they will return to the same nest year after year. This nesting pair has been coming back to the park for 17 years. We nicknamed them George and Martha. And this was the first year since I've been here that I've seen them have 2 eaglets. There's usually only one up here. So this is a very special year. You saw snow? Oh, there's a really big one around here, isn't there?
There's a big snow.
Yeah.
It looks like this big.
Great. Good eye. Thanks for telling me that. So the eaglets will never return to this nest. Once they're ready to fly, which is probably any day now, because they're already leaving the nest and going up on branches really close by. I haven't seen them circling around yet, but once they can do that and hunt for themselves, they get kicked out of the nest, never to return. Only George and Martha return here every year. The eaglets will remain nomadic for about 4 years, and they will go as far north or as far west as they want until they decide on a nesting territory. They will pick a mate, and they will return to that nest year after year.
Hi,
Hey, do you know that once swans find a lover,
Fish.
it's like
Now, if you look over to
forever?
the right now, you can